Hi, everyone. Welcome. It is Animal Communication and Readings today.
Yep.
And I am here with Spirit Whisperer Mark.
Hello.
And we are streaming from both channels, which reminds me, I'm going to go ahead and show those comments so everybody can see everybody's comments. And Kai. Hi, Kai. And so, again, today's all about our fur babies, and that's what we're here for. Mark, how are you doing?
Pretty good, I guess. You know,
Well, you look beautiful
hanging
and
in there.
sparkly.
Yep. So you can ask questions about nature or cryptids or those kind of questions too.
All the things, all the things. Um, sometimes we do a little check-in as far as current topics that we didn't discuss. So
Feels like maybe a break's coming. I don't know.
you think we're going to get a break on something?
Yeah, feels like maybe something's gonna come through. I don't think that the Epstein thing is gonna go away like he wants it to. Because I don't know. Hey, did you see South Park?
Yes, I did.
Oh, those are brave, and I love them.
I do too. And did you see the interview of the writers?
Well, I just saw when they said we're terribly sorry or
No, we're so sorry. We're terribly sorry or whatever. They were in San Diego at the Comic-Con
oh yeah,
when they did that interview. So I thought that was perfect. And they know what they pushed the dragon. You know what I mean? They know what they did, and
yeah, because they just signed that new agreement and then said screw. He's not going to push us around or tell us. They might get fired. Who knows? But I don't think they really care.
and what I really love about this whole thing, Mark, is that they understand the significance of the times that we're in.
Right.
They understand the actual danger of what's happening right now. And so they understand what they did, and that, it could cost them everything.
Yeah,
But that's what happens when you're kind of in a civil war, right?
that's true.
You get to the point where you're like, okay, well,
I know. And are you just going to sit by and let him just choose what television shows go on, what we watch, what we think, what we listen to,
exactly,
what we read? What the F,
exactly.
They're going to end up being heroes, I think.
They are heroes. They're all of our, and I tell you what, their ratings just went way up. People who didn't ever watch will be watching now.
It wasn't like they told any lies, actually.
No.
Have a itty bitty penis. And he, just like Satan said, he's awful lot like Satan's old boyfriend, Saddam Hussein. You can hardly tell them apart. So it was very funny. Boy, that message, that public service announcement. So
So good.
I don't know how they did it, but it was so disgusting and good. But,
Oh gosh.
And plus, the other day I was reading on some of the Epstein and stuff, and it went through my head that Melania is attached to that too. And it just was a little fleeting thing. And I thought, oh man, I should look at that. And now since then, I've seen on YouTube all of that coming out. She was probably one of his girls, and that's how.
Well, yeah. Well, you know that if Epstein introduced them,
Right.
and they had a little rendezvous on one of Epstein's planes.
Right. Yeah, and her modeling career was, basically, whack off magazines. Pretty much is that was her career, just naked kind of.
Right.
Ugh. Anyway, but oh yeah, I don't know him at all, but that's where I got my wife, was through his, woman factory or whatever you want to call it.
Yes, I saw this video too, Wiki, of him at 45 cheating
Oh yeah.
on the golf course. That is brilliant. I love the Scots.
Yeah. Oh, they were great too. That whole their whole welcoming of him. There's somebody
Yep.
from Netherlands. I know, it is so disgusting.
I know.
Because he cheats about everything. You know, I don't know if I've ever known anybody that anti-truth. You know,
Yeah.
he can't say anything true. And he, you know, it's so funny that all the regular people, you don't have to be a psychic to know that he accuses people of what he does.
Yes, exactly.
And I've been saying that for years, and so have we all. If he's accusing you of it, it's because he's doing it.
Exactly.
The whole Barack, no, you're the one that meddled with the election and stole it. So there's that.
Exactly. And I love the comments right now. But yeah, no one should be surprised at this point.
I wouldn't think so. That's why I'm always just like, what? You guys just are brain dead. I don't understand it.
Brain dead.
Because it comes a point when
exactly.
You can't be clear anyway.
Right. Holy moly. Anyway, so yeah, all the things. And
never done.
We're in for an amazing month coming into August. And tomorrow, the video that Ness and I do together as far as predictions for August, the next month. So it's predictions for August and including this astrology part of it, that will drop at midnight tonight. So you guys will have that tomorrow. But I can tell you right now, just a little look-see into it, it's going to be a wild month.
Mm-hmm.
So
all building to a big thing, I think, a big explosion.
Yes.
Hopefully it's the end of something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, Gina, because it's my birthday month.
You're biased.
I mean, it's going to be wild. I think, I do feel, but you'll see. You'll see, you guys.
Oh no, we're both about to get older.
When's your birthday, Mark?
Mine's in October, but it's
October.
the first day, so it's,
Are you a Libra?
I am.
Oh.
Libra.
So you and Lisa, my Libras, and so Ben was a Libra.
Yeah, I knew that. Ben's birthday's just a few days after mine.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes, or what is this?
Yeah.
Is this the 5th? October 5th?
October 3rd.
Oh, see, I was going to say the 3rd, but I went, no, that's my brother's birthday, so I don't think
you're on the same day. Yeah, I remember.
The same day. Yeah, okay. Or it was my brother's birthday.
Yeah. I'll be in London at that time on his birthday.
Oh, this year going to London? Oh, that's so fun. I wish I could go.
Yeah, I'm doing another class at the Arthur Findlay.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. The Harry Potter for
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts for.
I remember you went to London. I love it. That's so exciting. I'm really happy about that. Plus, I just am dying to go to England sometime.
It's like a birthday gift to me. So, yay. All right. Okay, so let's get started on some of these questions. Welcome, everybody. We do see you. And thank you for all your love and energy that you put into your fur babies. So wonderful. All right. To these starred questions. I also want to know from you guys, if you've been here and asked a question and we didn't read it, we didn't get to you, please let us know that today.
Yeah.
I'd like to get to some of you guys who've been asking, yet we haven't gotten to your question. So let us know. And if I miss it, Gina, just point it out for us. Thank you. Because I don't catch all the comments because it goes by and I'm looking down or like that. So, all right. Gemini Deb. Hi, Deb.
Gemini Deb 54.
Yeah, Mercury retrograde. It's been a doozy, Emerald Dawn. A doozy.
Yep.
Okay. Dog has always had stomach issues, has been put on a different diet from the vet. She loves the new food, but now her issue seems to be really bad. Stinky gas. Vet said try Gas X.
What's this dog's name?
Okay, Lava Lamp. Thank you.
What was the question? Oh,
Okay. What's the issue? And Deb, let us know you're here. And you guys know you know
drill.
the drill. If you put a question in, we ask that you stay. We're only here for a short, little, tiny bit of time. And if I don't see you popping in, Deb, I know you came on early and got your question in, so I wanted to make sure to start with yours, but we can always come back. So that's what we're going to do because we have a lot of questions.
Come back and let us know the dog's name for one thing.
All right, so we're going to start with Lava Lamp. I know you're here. Thank you for letting us know that you've asked. And Wallace, I see you as well. So we'll make sure to get to you guys. All right, so Lava Lamp, Sandy. Okay, Sandy. My sweet boy Bailey passed November 13th. Oh, in 2024. I'm like,
yeah,
you know how I was reading that, right?
Right.
I held him at home. He was almost 18. Does he know why I had to let him go with loving vet help? All right, Bailey, sweet Bailey.
Bailey boy. A little Bailey boy.
Okay, Bailey. Aw. He's taking me through the time, Sandy, right in those moments beforehand and like the night before and everything and kind of preparing for that. And just it was so heavy and sad, right? You guys were sad. But what he's describing with that was he interpreted that sadness as love. And holding that space with so much love. And although everybody was sad, you were sad, the energy hit him as love. So he wanted to share that piece with you in those moments. Yes, he understood. He's like, I just couldn't be the boy I was. I like, it's almost like he couldn't do it was almost like this could be metaphor, but he's showing me like I could only just lay here basically. Like I couldn't even go to the outside. I couldn't do the things I could do usually. But he's just like, I wasn't, it was time. It was time. And he was very, very ready. And you did it. It was just so much love. There was so much love surrounding him when he closed his eyes and then woke up on the other side. It was just so perfect and peaceful is what he's telling me.
Yeah. Like he was already going. That was what was going to happen. He would have just passed anyway, within like the next day or something. If you hadn't, it was time. That's what I'm trying to say. Then he was already going. So, he knew that. He enjoyed that you guys were together at home, all that. He liked that choice. He liked passing it home. Um, he felt very loved and cared for, like his whole life. But then too, um, in that moment, in that time, for transition, he felt super loved by his humans. Um, he said, so I got this allowing, let it happen. It was happening already. It wasn't like that you rushed it or anything. Um, that's what was happening. He was dying, transitioning. Um, now, so this happened last November, not super long ago. Um, is that his picture in your, I can never think of that word, your picture?
The thumbnail
Yeah.
picture.
Why can I ever think of that? I'm so stupid. Um, he looks like some kind of big old hound or something.
Oh, he's so cute. Yes, she says yes.
Yeah, very cute.
Sweet boy.
So I'm going to give you these two cards just because they came out. Because we're kind of looking ahead. I know you didn't ask us about this, but so I'll just show you the cards. A little bit of loneliness, longing to belong. So that makes me think, he's on the other side. He had a very peaceful crossing. Like, when he crossed, oh, he's a terrier. Yeah, he looked like a terrier, 25 pounds. Instantly, he was all better. It's like, I was at death's door, I died, but then I instantly felt better and everything. But I don't know. Here's this card I get all the time.
She said we rescued each other and we were together 16 years. Yes.
I love it.
So
I get this old boredom sit and stay card when a little dog's like, the picture I always get is, here I am at the pearly gates and I'm still thinking about what's down there, what's at Earth. And I'm not, that's still on my mind. I'm still thinking about it. And then the third one he gets is seize the day. So taking action. So I'll just throw that out there. You can kind of put that in your brain, what you think. That makes me think, though, he might be thinking about that we're not done yet. Companionship through thick and thin.
well, they have a soul connection, right? He's definitely part of your soul family.
Right.
That makes sense on that companionship card.
Yep. So did you get another dog? He came to me in a few dreams. Last night I fed him, cuddle him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's his energy still being all around you. Because it's a transition. Their soul's still there. And no, you didn't get one yet. Yeah. And they go on. They do something else. I'm going to say, here's my last card I'm going to show. Awakening, eyes are wide open. That there's this idea he might like to return to you if you're open to it. So I'm just going to throw it out there. The cards never hardly ever let me not say it. I don't know what's happening. That's that energy.
Yeah, as his health declined. Yeah.
Yep. It was hard to yours as his health declined. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like that you're still thinking about it and all that. I'm waiting till next year, and that's great. However, if something shows up at your doorstep before next year, at least stop and look at it, just in case.
Yeah, I'm getting a 6-month feel to that, Sandy.
Sooner. Yeah.
Within 6 months, yeah. Anyways, hugging you, Sandy. Such a sweet boy, and enjoy those snuggles that he sneaks in and gives you snuggles in spirit. He will continue to do that.
Yeah, and 18 years is pretty long for a doggy that size. You had a nice long time with him, 16 good years.
Mm-hmm.
I know the illness
And Liz, thank you so much for your support and love and donation. That was very kind. I guess it was from Gizmo and Rosie Ruff. Thank you, Gizmo and Rosie Ruff. Love that. All right. Going back here, we have J.M. Wallace, who said they hadn't been read. All right. JM. My cousin has a foster dog, Gideon. He has anxiety and doesn't do well at meet and greets. Can you help him so he can find his forever home? Okay, so meet and greets are hard on him. Yeah. Okay, so Gideon is very sensitive to energy. So, you know, if you were going to put words on it, he's a psychic dog, healer type. And so Gideon is very sensitive to energy. So he senses, so when people come to meet and greet, it's not just him who's kind of acting, he's literally feeling the energy of the others. So maybe spending some time with him before the meet and greet and kind of chit chat with them, have them kind of even put an invisible bubble around him to help him out, but let him know that that it's just a meet and greet and like that. That's the first thing that I'm sensing with him, is that he is a psychic dog. So he's going to be picking up on others' energy. Empathy. There you go. I just got the chills, Mark.
I know. I'm going to have to pick it up now because you keep saying it. So
that's very strong. And so it's not that he's misbehaving, it's that he's picking up on the energy.
Right. So I assume people come to the house to meet him. He doesn't go out to meet people, does he? The other thing I'm picking up is, JM, you know, it's a very loving, it feels safe at your house. And he already likes that energy, not your house, your cousin's house, I'm saying, you know, where he is, Gideon, at your cousin's. That energy feels good and loving and like safe.
He goes to a crowded area. Yeah, that's hard on him.
Yeah, he don't like it. I was kind of I wondered about that. So he would do better like one-on-one if someone came to the house rather than going to like a, you know, adoption event or something. All that energy just overwhelms him and he just kind of wants to shrink, you know, or he'll just want to get closer to your cousin. Like it'll be like, it would look like he don't want to go to us. He wants to stay there. So I could see how people would go, oh, he doesn't want to interact or anything like that. He'd be better off one-on-one if they came there, or they might adopt him through some other, not like one of those events, but somebody who hears about him or something like that. So here's the thing. Like, so he goes to those events and there's these options. Like, here we go, Gideon, we're going to find you an adoption. And he goes, ooh, I don't like any of that energy. It doesn't feel safe like your energy. So it just makes him want to cling on to you guys more a little bit because that other energy is so overwhelming. And she said they've had him for a while, right? Like a year.
A year, yeah. Fostering for a year, that's hard.
Yeah, and it gets hard for him because he becomes more and more attached to you guys and to that energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's, he's bonding and everything. And so then it feels like, don't give me away, or that energy's way too overwhelming or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I need to be more like energy like we have at home or something. Okay.
All right.
You can talk to him, like Debbie said, and let him know that you're an interim owner and that we're looking for his forever home and that kind of thing. So he's clear on it. Not just that, we're not just trying to get rid of you. We're trying to connect you with your forever home.
And since he is very sensitive to spirit and has that, you can also have them talk to him and ask him to ask his angels, or they can even ask his support, spirit team support him when he goes on these meet and greets, and also that bubble, visualize a bubble around him. Yeah.
Plus, you guys also treat him, not you, Jan, but the people who have him, treat him like he's their dog, which, you'd want. They're kind and loving to him, and they love him, and he feels all that energy. So, it's hard, I think. This is why I would not be a good foster parent.
I would be horrid.
I couldn't do it.
Not. But bless those who can.
I do, because I know that's a necessary thing. And I just, even me trying to consider it for a minute, I was like, oh no, I'd be a horrible failure. Because then I just have twice as many as I already have.
Right. All right. Well, blessings to your friends. Liz says I would have a
yeah. Yes, Liz. I'm not that person. They might end up having him, though, for a while.
And thank you, Sandy. Thank you. That was so kind. Blessings to you as well for your donation and support and love.
Thank you, Sandy.
All right. So let's go back here. We have one more, Enja, and then we'll go back to the regular. All right. NJ, let us know you're still here. And I think that was all of you who said that you've asked a few times and we didn't get to you on the list.
Okay, good.
Okay. NJ, would you please ask my boy Ollie to please stop bringing us gifts? The graveyard is full. He was a stray cat adopted us, and we hope he's happy. NJ is here. All right. So,
and that is a cat, right? So Ollie the cat, little boy, and he's bringing you like birds and stuff, mouses,
lizards, probably, right? The time of year is lizards, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just kind of giggling, NJ, because
they're proud, for one thing.
I just had this a cat, she said. They say. Okay, so because I just had this conversation with Luna because she brought me a lizard. And then the lizard got away from her and went in the rocks into our fireplace. And then so then I'm like, oh, great. And it was a big one, so I'm like, great, because then if it dies here, then it's going to smell. So a few days later, I'm sitting with Luna. I'm like, I'm going to get Shannon from the airport. She hasn't seen Shannon in like 6 months, right? So as soon as I said that, she looks at me and runs away, and literally within 2 minutes comes back with the lizard. It's been 2 days since this lizard has been in that fireplace area. She comes back with the lizard because she wants to give Shannon this present of the lizard. So I get the lizard and put it outside. And I have a talk and I just say, Luna, thank you. I know that you're a hunter and you're so good at it, but I need you to keep your gifts and your little hunting prizes outside. Keep them outside. Do not bring them in. And she's been good since. She's kept it, anything that she does out on the porch. She's not an indoor outdoor. She goes on this big patio that we have, but lizards can get on there, whatever.
Now, so when you had your talk with her, how'd you do that? Did you just get quiet, sit down by
I
yourself?
just said, yeah, I said, I love that you're just so good at this. And I love that. I love that about you. But I need you to keep all the things that you get, you hunt, all the prizes and gifts outside. And
Right.
so far, so good.
Well, I had that thing with Meriwether because she's a mighty huntress, and she kept catching snakes and bringing them into the house. And they wouldn't be dead, they'd be alive, and then they'd go running all through the house. Then I'd have to try to catch them, get them out. It was a nightmare. And then she was doing it every day. Like, here's my daily snake. And so I did the same thing. I sat down and talked to her like I've told you guys before. I always start the conversation telling them how wonderful and precious and great they are. And, you are a mighty huntress. I get that. And you're really good at it. And I get you're really proud. You want to show me what a good provider you are. But we have plenty of food and everything. I don't really need you to provide them. Now, you can be a huntress and stuff, but I don't need you to show it to me, okay? Because I get it. I know you're good. So don't bring it in to me. We don't want to see it. And then she stopped. Well, like with her, the next day she didn't bring one. And then the next day she went right back to it. And then I had to go, no. I meant every day, not just tomorrow. I just don't want the snakes in the house anymore. And so then she never brought another one in. Now, I saw that she caught some because I would find snake bits sometimes in the yard.
Right.
Which, okay, so, I'm not going to stop that. And she's been pretty good because she really would like to catch all the birds. But, I feed the birds. So then I'm like, well, I don't want to attract the birds here for you to eat them. So I had to have another talk to her about that. And the birds are part of our family. This is where I feed them. This is their spot. So believe it or not, now she'll lay not facing them, still in the area and just allowing them to eat. Whereas before she constantly chase them or kill them and bring them in and like that. So it does make a difference. Now,
it really does.
Yeah, about a month ago, there was a baby rabbit laying in my hallway dead. And I don't know who did it. I'm pretty sure it's Meriwether because she's the queen of all the catching. And she would probably say, well, you didn't say I couldn't bring baby rabbits, probably, if I could. But I had to tell her,
you gotta be specific.
Kill the woodland creatures. But, sweetie, it does help. I know it might feel weird, and you say, Mark, I don't know how to do that, or Debbie. Just sit down quietly, take a few minutes, like a couple of minutes, where this is what you're going to do. This is the most important thing. I'm going to communicate with Ollie. And he doesn't even have to be in the room. You can close your eyes and just imagine he's there. I say, use your imagination. Imagine you're talking to him. Imagine he's listening. Give him lots of compliments because that will get them listening.
Yes, they like the compliments. Yeah. And I mean, he's really good at this, and this is something that he wants to share with you.
Right.
So and they were, I was even being shown, maybe showing him a place where when you catch these critters, here's a spot for you to bring it to, outside. You show them outside where's a good spot. Take them all through it and just keep reminding him because it does become natural, and he's so excited that he really wants to show you. So,
yeah. You
So
know,
it almost overrides anything. So it's important to kind of keep reminding him, but he loves you. He feels very much part of the family and loves being there with you. So he does want to do good, and that's why he's so excited to show you, right?
you could also say the family, we have a lot, we have plenty to eat. And, you know, we appreciate how good you are being a provider, but, you know, you don't have to work that hard. We're okay. We don't have to have it. But I love this truth. Let it show. So, you know, here he comes. Man, look what I caught today. Look. And I need to,
Yeah.
I'm a mighty cat.
Aw,
I did
yeah.
good. And plus, if you were a cat out in the wild, oh, the other cat would love the good hunter. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, but if you talk to them, that makes the difference because they want to live up to your expectations. They do want to please you. So that's why they end up listening. You know, they go, oh, well, I'd just soon catch another lizard. But if Debbie says, I guess I'll, you know, do different anyway.
Perfect. All right, NJ. Good luck. Keep us posted. Sweet. I'm glad that he found you to be his family. All right. Back to the started questions here.
The only thing my dogs ever tried to catch, Alaska all of a sudden needed to get moles. But I think it's because she could hear them under the ground and it kind of drove her crazy. And she'd dig and try to catch one.
All right. Bright, shiny Ray. Nice to see you.
Hi, Ray Ray. Does Pan have garden advice for me? Ask what to grow, what to do better, or let go of?
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mark, maybe you can help me with this. I've never, so I stepped into this energy and I'm being taken to this scene of elementals working, like that they're working on your garden with you. And it's almost like different jobs for different elementals here. And so I went into that. So it's not really answering any of your question or advice, but just showing that to talk to them and say thank you for your help, because they are certainly on the job with you, and maybe even creating a little area, of a thank you area for them. That they could just kind of hang out there. You can make it pretty. Mark, you might have more information in regard to that, but that's the story I'm getting when I step into the energy of this question, Ray.
Right. I also hear, Ray, that some of the growing season or something is changing. So you have to kind of, so it's saying some of the seasons are changing or some of the planting time or something like that. It's shifting a little bit. And the plants are kind of going through a struggle like the rest of us with the change. So I hear like there's an individual nature spirit or fairies or whatever that's for each plant. So like an eggplant would have different ones compared to, you know, asparagus or something. And that you are working with them. But go ahead, Ray, and ask, you know, consciously ask for them to assist. Um, so I think they're telling me that thing about the season because they're saying you might notice things aren't growing the same, but it's because something about the earth, like the earth temperatures or like this used to be the perfect time to plant this seed because it was perfect to germinate, but now it's moved like a month beyond or something like that.
Ray says, Mark told me about this a couple of years ago with the elementals. Did I listen? So I did want to comment on the elemental. That's exactly what I was seeing. Literally a little like lounge area that they could kind of just be in, but they are definitely helping. Okay, so
Yeah, I was going to say Elemental Lounge before Debbie stole my thunder. I was going to say build them a little spot just for them in the garden. It can be small and it can be wild, like just let weeds grow there or something.
Yes,
they love weeds and things that people think are weeds and they're not really.
I have to say, Mark, I always apologize when I pull the weeds. I always apologize to them. I say, I'm going to leave some over here, but I can't let it just take over the whole place. I'll get kicked out of the neighborhood.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, but here's some wild.
A little weed thing in my yard, just one little, I even have a little fence around. Here's my weed, because I don't want the mowers to mow it down. Because, it's weeds. I'm sure they would. I go, no, I want those weeds. And they just like it. Or anything you want to do. But if you have them in mind and that's your intention, they will appreciate it. And they'll even help more. I do hear them saying, we have to kind of work, we're having to work overtime a little bit with the plants. It feels like the growing season has been truncated or something. Like it's not quite long enough or something. By the time it starts sprouting, it's already time for harvest. So some of that's going to be a little bit difficult with growers. Now I know you love, was it millet you were talking about? No, Menon. What was that? Yeah, puppy nut. I leave some weeds just like that. No, I'm struggling. I have left some weeds. Yeah. And you can designate it. That's for you fairies.
Yeah, and they'll know, because I hate to dislodge them from areas, and if they know that if they know this area is just going to stay little weeds, then then it's okay. They can kind of move in, so to speak.
Right.
And I wouldn't be disrupting them.
They kind of like the wildness of it. And
yeah.
Though they
what we think is weeds is they're like, this isn't weed, this is medicinal, or this is that, and you can, But.
Well, last year I let this big old thing grow, and I knew it looked like weed, but I kept getting, don't cut it, don't cut it. And it was right in my front window. And then it had these gorgeous big, like, bugle flowers, little flowers that came on it. And it just kept growing taller and like it grew like 9 feet tall, tons of flowers. And then I looked it up. Of course, I'm not going to remember the name of it now. And it had all these medicinal qualities to it.
Yeah.
And it's just not a weed. And it had to grow for quite a long time before those flowers came on. But anyway, I remember I could just hear spirit going, no, Mark, don't cut it down. Let it go, let it grow. And so anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Ray. Thank you for your question. Oh, here it is. Boop.
Millet. She's the millet girl. She likes to grow. I don't really ever find any place to buy millet.
Hi, Phyllis. 14-month-old lab. Aw, sweet. Hercules is having tummy issues. Will he be okay? Was neutered 2 weeks ago, and that went well. And Phyllis is here. Thank you for checking in. All right, Hercules. Oh, he's a good boy.
Yep. Yep. The neutering part went good, but the I don't know. He had some kind of thing to help you sleep, or that was a little harder for him to process. some of the,
Like the anesthesia?
yes, that's the word. Uh-huh. Why do words I know as well as my name won't come to my brain? It's so frustrating.
Welcome to welcome to this season of life.
I know. Very aggravating. So it feels like he's still recovering a little bit from that. Not the actual physical thing. That seems like that's good. But he's just a little sensitive to the medication, and it could even be, I don't know, they may have put him on antibiotics or something afterwards. But it seems related to medication to me. And I think it's going to be better. I think it'll just get better.
And Mark, correct me if I'm wrong here, but what I'm being told here, as well as I do feel it will get better. Give him a minute to get it out of his system. But back to why he's sensitive in the first place to this type of medication when maybe other dogs wouldn't be. My spirit team wants us to know that just like humans, we have like Generation Z, Generation X, we have we have all the generations. We come in a little bit different vibrational to bring in whatever we need at that time on the planet. And the generations are purpose. And yes, sometimes it's fun to kind of poke at each other generation and like that, but there's purpose in each generation's vibration that they bring. So in that, we have Hercules coming in 14 months ago, which puts him at a certain generation within dogs, I guess. This is new to me, so I'm just going with what they're saying here.
Yeah.
So again, their vibration is a little different. They're going to be more sensitive to like, like we have a whole new generations that needs gluten-free, or they're sensitive to this or sensitive to that. There's purpose in that, because as a whole, we're moving towards a different way. And the same with Hercules. He's bringing if you'll notice, across the board, a lot of these beautiful fur babies are coming in with more sensitivities. We're getting way more questions, and Mark can say yes or no to this too. We're getting a lot of questions with tummy problems.
Yep.
And yes, they're more sensitive. They're sensitive to spirit. They're sensitive to the energy of shifting, but also some of these younger generation dogs are also coming in at a different vibration. They're going to react to things differently because where they're at. I hope that makes sense. That's the only way I could explain what I was being given.
Well, that makes sense too, because then she says he had tummy issues before the surgery also, and that's what you're talking about.
Okay.
And that's what you're hitting on. He's a sensitive little pup to begin with.
He is, and you'll find that you're going to find a large percentage of puppies coming in that way because they're supposed to. Yeah. They're shifting. We're in the shift. Again, I think I explained.
We might be shifting into a place where shifting away from vets a little bit, not completely, but just that it's a constant thing a little bit, I feel like, because sometimes the medication that helps a human doesn't have the exact same thing when it's an animal. Like Buttercup, she's really sensitive to anything, any kind of flea medicine, or she always reacts or doesn't feel good, or she'll just get really tired, or you can tell she's not doing well. But then the other one doesn't. But it's just she came with that, and now that doesn't mean she seems fine if I don't give her another shot of something. That's when she gets sick. So she does better without kind of vaccinating her. She had all that stuff at the beginning, but she doesn't do well with a lot of stuff. I have to be really careful what I give her. And sometimes that means going against.
And we're moving towards more natural things. And I think they're pushing us to.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so more and more like homeopathic, holistic
Mhm.
solutions to help them.
And even in their food and everything. So, all right. Precious.
Now he
Precious
also
Hercules.
says, so, like, and he likes all that. He feels well cared for and everything. He's happy.
Mhm.
But he also likes like a bite of meat or something like that. Like you might think, well, he's got a sensitive stomach, but he goes, yeah, but I can still eat a piece of meat. Like, so you might want a little something like that as a treat, a little bit of actual chewing, like a carnivore would do, chewing meat. That's what I kind of hear. And it seems like that won't hurt his stomach anyway.
There you go. All right. Janice, thank you so much. Very kind. Thank you for sharing the love.
Yep.
Okay. Going back to the start.
Cute little golden lab. They're such cute dogs.
All right, Kelly. Are you still hanging out with us, Kelly? All right. Anything from my soul pup Ranger? He passed in October 2024. So not quite a year.
Ranger, Ranger, Ranger. Like that.
Ranger.
I took care of a bear named Ranger for years.
I was thinking about you the other night. I saw Kelly's here. Good. Thank you. I saw a little TikTok on these different primates, and where like the keeper hadn't seen them in 10 years, and they reunite, and they're running towards, and they jump on the guy, and he's holding, and the whatever, which I don't know the differences between them all. So,
Yeah.
but how I was crying, and I was thinking of you and all, but they had all these different videos of how they were separated, and the human comes back together, and they
like where animals are reunited with their human friend. Yeah, well, I know that's true for a fact because I raised those baby chimpanzees, 3 of them, and it was about midway through my zoo career. And then when it was time for me to leave the zoo, they were grown by this point, and they were back with me. And I hadn't taken care of them in a while because of the evil zoo. But when I went, I wanted to say goodbye to them when I was leaving, and they all just ran to me, wanted me to hold them. I hadn't seen them in years, but they acted just like they'd always been, like daddy, daddy. And even my little boy, who was trying to be a big boy and had all of his responsibilities, he like put them on hold for a minute and came over to give me a whole bunch of attention and a love. And it was so, well, of course, it made me cry, but
I cried through the whole video I was watching. So yeah,
they recognize and they know. So I feel like if I went to visit them now, they would do the same thing. They used to do this thing because I didn't, they pulled me away from them, so I wasn't their keeper anymore, and they just put me on where they couldn't see me or anything. And one time I was walking through the zoo. It was pretty far from their exhibit. I mean, it was way across the zoo. But all of a sudden, my 2 little ones started hooting and hollering because they saw me way over by the giraffes. And like I heard their voice, I immediately recognized their voices. I was going, and I looked, and I saw them, and they were like standing up on their tiptoes, like, Mark, and he's way over. Dad. Oh, it was very cute for one thing. I went, look at them pointing me. And it was a huge, busy day and a big crowd. And yet they still saw me in the midst of it,
Oh, it kind of breaks your heart too, because it's like,
I know,
being separated from your family.
And I was their foster parent,
right? They were separated from their.
No, I'm not good at it. It was really hard for me to let go of them, and and plus chimpanzees, they're our closest living relative. They're more related to us than they are to other apes. like
Oh, okay.
us than they are to gorillas or orangutans. They're just only a slight little difference in DNA. And they sure they seem like it. They have so much emotional. All animals have emotions, but the chimpanzees show you all the time. They're very emotionally expressive, and also very mental. They're always thinking, planning. Anyway, we got
I
off on
love that.
anyway.
Oh, so sweet.
So
That's right. Okay, back to you, Kelly. Sorry.
the pup ranger.
I was just thinking about that. Okay, so yeah, ranger. Okay, so
He passed like
ranger.
puppy.
Oh, he's very connected to you, Kelly. I can see that. Always kind of looking to you for every. He loved. You were very good with him as far as guiding him and directing him and all the things. What he's saying here is you helped him like expand spiritually, like it was like he was more than a dog. He became more like the veil kind of thinned for him, and so it's like, but you were a part of that, and so that he wanted to bring that in. I think you did that for each other, but he's bringing in his piece to it, that you actually helped him as well. I don't know, expand. I don't know what other word, consciousness expansion here. So that's interesting. Also, you are very connected. So that soul part that you bring in here, he is backing that up as well. That connection, he keeps showing that. You do feel him around. I wouldn't be surprised if you just out of the corner of your eye may see him, or like something move by. He says that's him. He's showing me his water bowl, splashing water bowl. I don't know what that's about, but it's just he's just showing me activity and what like that. But he is doing good. And like you said, that soul connection, he definitely, and I'm sure Mark will have all the cards to show you that he wants to come back to you.
Yeah. Well, first of all, he just wanted to, same thing with Debbie. He just wanted to, acknowledge that, yeah, I'm your soul pup. I was. And so there's that empathy. I see and hear you. Like, that's that we're one. I know your emotions. I know what you're thinking. I know how you're doing. He was, it was a meant to be partnership. I don't know if maybe there was a little something about his transition or when his time came that was particularly upsetting, or I don't know, you didn't like it. I mean, we never like when it's that time, but it feels like something was a little
extra trauma.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is what you're kind of thinking?
Yes, exactly. But if there was, he don't want you to linger in that or anything. He says it was time for him to go. Now, they give me this ding dang card every single time, guys. Grandma helped him pass 45 minutes before we got home from vacation.
Oh, you missed it.
It was because you weren't there.
Yeah.
So you didn't like that part of it. That's what he kind of get. And he's like, don't feel bad about that. It was my choice to go. I think he purposely would rather have gone with Grandma at that time. So he don't want you to feel guilty or that, You know, why couldn't I have been there? Why couldn't it have been, you know, any of that? He wants you to let all that go. Now, here's my card at the pearly gates. I'm not, I don't know how long I'm going to hang over here. You know, I'm already peeking over, like going, what's,
I'm waiting.
yeah, that looks awful interesting down there. And I'm still thinking about it. I'm also pretty, I got a pretty strong, um, what is it? You know, I'm pretty independent, strong minded. Uh, and I might just, I know he's been gone like less than a year, but I might just step right on out and find my way back to you. I'm kind of waiting for us to do a reading, and it says, no, I'm never coming back. So he wants to leave you with this one. Openness, embrace the possible. So he'd like for you to put that in your little brain cavity. And if that's something you would be, because you don't have a new pup yet, do you? All of a sudden that came up in my
We are
brain.
ready for him back. Yeah.
Okay,
And
great.
it doesn't have to be a puppy.
No,
They can, we have learned that they can jump in.
although this is a puppy in this card. But
Right.
So put that in your head. I would ask the universe to help, you know, help that, facilitate it so that you do get reconnected. He's saying, no, we don't, you know, we've waited long enough is what he's saying. So we can get that started now. We don't have to. Yeah, puppy. Yeah, I think he might be.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he might be a puppy this time.
Okay.
He's saying we don't have to wait any longer. We can go ahead and get this going. So go ahead and align your brain
He's ready. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
system with it. Yeah.
So good. So good. Oh, he's excited.
Yeah.
I just felt a shift in his energy.
Ranger.
He'll be looking.
What kind of ranger, Kelly? Was he a mix? Anyway, I'm just curious.
All right. Or a human baby. That's right, Kelly. Okay. That might be the exciting thing, huh? Something new. All right. We love you guys. I want to thank the moderators. I saw that obviously Gina, of course, but I also saw that Ray stepped in as well, helping Gina moderate. So thank you for that. And he was a pit bull Pomeranian. Oh, love that.
Pit bull Pomeranian. What a cute mix.
Yeah.
Pomeranians are so little, and then a pit bull is pretty big.
Oh, how cute would that be? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and
anyway.
I don't want to curse you, Kelly, but when you said that human baby thing, I don't know. It's possible you might be having a baby and a puppy at the same time. I don't really get.
We love that for you.
Yeah, it feels like they're.
We love that for you. He was about 30 pounds. Oh, he was a big 30 pounds. Oh, no. 30 pounds is little.
That's bigger. That's quite a bit bigger.
Perfect.
Pomeranian.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if you're thinking about having a baby, but I don't know. Feels like. Oh no, we want babies now. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do both. Let's do babies and a puppy.
Yeah. As soon as you said that, I went, I feel like we might be having a baby and a puppy at the same time, because Ranger. See, now all this is coming out because this is why I like you guys to talk and interact. Ranger would like to be there to raise it. Like he would like to be there too.
Part of the family, the whole family. I love that.
Bring the new little soul in.
All right. That's what we're
see.
Calling it in, Kelly. Calling it in. All right. So we're over time. But we love you guys so much. Thank you for all the love and care you put into the fur family. And also, what we also love to see is the love and support within the chat community here to each other. That's very special. and so beautiful, right, Mark?
Yes, I love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, and golden
Yes.
retrievers are great with babies. Just to say, you said I've been looking at golden retrievers. Yeah,
Oh, yes. Love the golden.
baby dog. Yeah.
That was my girl. Um, thank you to those. Thank you. Special thank you to those who donated and supported with that shared energy as well. Mark, what are you doing this week? Let everybody know.
Let's see. I have I'm doing another live show on Friday with Gene, Sun Psychic Gene, and what's his name? Mustache Tarot. So we'll be reading together on this Friday. I think it's at 2. I can't remember the time.
All right, you guys, you heard it here.
That's all.
So we'll see you all next time, and blessings and love to you all. Bye.